Hi everybody, and in this video I want to start with the first stages when of your illness, your first stages of your road to recovery, your journey. Now, at the beginning, because all these coping strategies, they don't come along like that at the beginning. They come along your way, along your journey, because the thing is, with your illness, it's like you're taken away from reality. You can't see the reality of all these things, the things that are going on, and your coping strategies. You're not thinking like that. So the thing is, it has to start with yourself. What's going on with yourself, and recognizing you need help. But it's that step of getting help, thinking, oh, what's people gonna, worrying about what other people are gonna think about, what they're thinking, and think like feeling weak. You're not weak. It's you focus on yourself and what you need. You need help with it all. So it's recognizing as well that the doctors, you need treatment for a mental illness to enable you to get on that road to recovery and so forth. So it's recognizing that the doctors they're there to help you. They're not going to judge you. They're there to help you. They're the ones that start you on your recovery, your road to recovery with it all. So it's recognizing that and seeking that help. That is very important to do. So when you see the doctor, their first initial thing is the medication. They put you on medication. Now that alone will not work on its own. The medication will not work on its own. You can't just take the medication and not do nothing. So there's other things that can help with it, like the therapy, like other treatments for it, like cognitive treatments, i.e. talking therapies. But you will probably find at first you might not be able to express properly straight away. So it's knowing that person is understanding. And once you know that person that you're talking to, that therapist, that psychologist, or whoever you're talking to, is knowing that they do understand you. That's all you want, is for someone really to understand you, and for them just to say, well, what is going on? That's all you want, really, is for that understanding. You will get that understanding with it all. So that is your start. And then you gradually, it takes time. It do take time. It's a slow process. But you will get there. So like at the start as well, you may, these things happen. You may have to go into hospital for at the start and things like that, and then get taken to supported accommodation kind of thing and so forth along your way, learning new things along your way, and then gradually you're getting into your journey and everything, and then it comes from you. Then it all, some of the things you want to do. It's like gaining, you learn to gain your own independence with it, and that is an achievement. When you think, wow, I've gone from there to there, I've learned to gain my own achievement. And what I mean by that is your independence. You learn with your independence, the things that you can have, the things you've got. You may get your own house or flat. That's independent living. You've got to that stage, independent living, so you know you can do all that. It's work, you know, and then along the way, that's where you find these coping strategies with it all. The coping, like what you find out what works for you and what don't work for you. So you start to be able to do things for yourself to get you on that journey. So it's like with the mind, you know, you learn then because your emotions get stunted with the illness, and along the way you gradually start to feel them emotions. You start to even outlet them emotions, like being able to laugh again and just in general your emotions. So that's all that's happening along the way. But like I said, it has to start somewhere. It has to start at the beginning. So, but then another thing I want to talk about as well is it's like your ups and your downs. Now, like I've mentioned in my other video, was like when that illness, because you know, like I was saying at the beginning, that illness is full on probably all day going around, but gradually, with the treatment and what you do, you kind of like it lessens a little bit, and you may just have little blips with it. So with them, you know, with that times when you feel it, like your illness is, you feel like you're going off the rails a little bit, you know, it's a blip where you're feeling like the fear of out of control, and what I've mentioned in my other video, feeling of coming up like out of control, the fear there. You feel like just want to stand up to it, like stand up to whatever, you know, whatever it is, because the fear of losing like the reality of it all, what's right and what's wrong, what's real and what isn't real. And like anger, that anger is the thing that stirs it all up in your head and everything. But then you may, what I really want to get to, because you learn in your own little ways of getting out of them situations, and they may not last that long. They may last, well, it depends. Each person is different, but you find it easier each and every time. They're not there constant all the time. But it's afterwards. It's after you've come out of that. It's like it don't end there, because you start to feel low in yourself. The what ifs, what if that would have happened? And, you know, like if you shouted, why do, you know, you feel low in yourself, low self-esteem, that low side comes along. Now, some people can't cope with that. And unfortunately, in some cases, you know, I hate to say it, but it happens. People have just took their own lives because of it. You know, just took their own lives. They can't cope with that feeling. And it just don't happen there, like with people have took their own lives, even with the illness in itself, you know, where people cannot express themselves properly. That's why talking is important, just outletting, just talking it. But, you know, coping with that other side of it and feeling like that, because you start dwelling, it's like dwelling on what has just happened and everything. So it's like changing it, like reversing that way of thinking. Now that would take a bit of time, but it is possible, it is achievable to do, is by thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, what I've just been through, yeah, that was tough, that was hard, but I've just come out of that. And lasting for days on end, or like it used to be. You've done that. You've achieved it by coming out of a tough situation, a scary situation, by just coming out of it. So reversing that low side of feeling. Think of it, hang on, I've achieved something. Think of it positive. All right, at the time, yeah, it was scary, but think of how you've come out of that, and that is an achievement. Now, it is possible to do. You just have to work at it and change that way of thinking. Like, for example, I was talking to my partner the other night. Now, it was a similar situation, and he just gets like it, like that low side of it. And that one thing, that's what I said to him. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't take it to heart. Don't dwell on what has just happened, because you're stirring yourself back into that situation again, that from that low side. I just said to him, think how well you've done. How well, from what it used to be like. And you've got yourself out of that situation by doing that. It's an achievement. And you know what? He said, that really helped me by what you've just said. Just by saying that. So, if you're living with someone that, if you're living with someone, if they've got that, and they will probably have that understanding. And I will say to people out there, if they are living with someone that has a mental illness, you have to have that understanding there. Don't take it personal, and maybe say something like that, because that will really help. That will help them. Just like what I said to my partner. Now, if you live on your own, that's a way of trying to think differently. By thinking that, you could still do that, but you will do it. It's not all dark. You get through them dark times, them beginning, that bit at the beginning, you will get through that. That is why they call it the road to recovery. And there's hope. It's just that first initial step. But have faith in yourself. Have faith in others. Because there are people out there that are willing to help and guide you through onto that right path. Now, I hope that video was of some help to you. Please share this video if possible. Give us a thumbs up. And take care, everybody, and stay positive. If you can, do your best. Thank you.